Hello everyone, this is Megan, the chiropractic assistant for Elite Health and Wellness. First of all, I want to wish you a happy new year, happy 2016, and I want to also thank you so much for watching this video about our What's Next, Your Best Year Yet presentation. So first thing that we're going to look at is that we are going to take time and set our goals for this year. You have probably already been thinking about some goals that you want to set, your New Year's resolutions, different things that you want to change about your lifestyle or yourself, whatever the fact may be. So besides the fact that it's a new year, there's, like I said, a reason that everyone sets their goals and resolutions. That's because you are not content with some aspect of your life. Whether you're not happy with your appearance, you don't like the way you always feel, you may be not challenged enough in life, maybe you face too many challenges in life, whatever the case may be, I want you to take a moment and think to yourself, what are you not content with? What are you not happy about in life? And what do you feel like you could be better at? Now, also, while you're thinking about that, consider why you haven't made these changes to render your feelings. What has stopped you from living the fulfilling life that you want and that you deserve? This is what we would like to help you with here at Elite Health and Wellness. This is one of the goals that we're trying to achieve by doing this workshop. So take a minute, if you have a piece of paper next to you, what I want you to do is write down some ideas, some of your resolutions, your goals, and think about why haven't you made these changes already? What has stopped you from making these changes? The next topic we want to go over is why are we setting these goals? When is the right time to set them? Well, society has conditioned us to think that because it's a new year, that's the only time that we should progress and work on ourselves. It's a new year, it will be a new me, everything else is in the past. That me was so last year. But the funny thing is that all of the previous behaviors, events, and life occurrences in all of those previous years are what have defined who you are today. So don't totally dismiss that old you just yet. What we want to do is learn and grow from that old you. We're continuously growing and changing and adapting. We shouldn't have to wait until the end of a year or the beginning of a new one to set goals. We should be setting goals year-round, monthly, weekly, daily, hourly, whatever the case may be. We're constantly changing, and so are our lives, so that means that our goals should be constantly be changing as well. And this is one of the reasons why many of our New Year's resolutions fall through the cracks, because most of the goals we set for ourselves do not coincide with reality and what's going on in our lives. With this workshop, what we want to do is we want to evaluate our lifestyles. We want to get a perspective on our reality and create realistic goals so that they become lifestyle modifications and not previous thoughts or non-implemented actions. So now that I've got you thinking about your goals and things that you want to change in your life, I want you to think about your life and how these changes could affect it. How can they be implemented? Do these goals that you've written down and you've been thinking about, do they coincide with the reality of your personality and what your lifestyle is? With these goals, are you shooting for the moon and beyond? Consider, can these changes happen or are they even obtainable? If you have any doubts about these goals, what are they? How long do you think it will take for you to obtain these goals? All of these questions are what you need to consider to evaluate your goals. Now that you are considering evaluating your goals, let's make the first step. Well, actually, the first step to obtaining the goals is already done. You're listening to this video. You realize you may need some help, some guidance as to how to start this journey. And today, I want you all to be able to share your goals out loud. Now, if you attended the workshop, what we ended up doing was a speed dating type event where everyone was able to find an accountability partner. Everyone was able to share their goals out loud, talk about any doubts that they had. And with you at home, what I want you to do is find a family member, find a friend, somebody that you can trust, that you know that it will be a no judgment zone, that you can be honest with, and you know that they'll be respectful and supportive of whatever you're saying. And I want you to share these goals, these resolutions, any of your fears about these, any of your doubts with this person. Sharing your goals with another person holds you accountable, and that is the biggest thing that we want to hit home with you in this workshop, is that we want you to be accountable. Whenever you have goals or things that you want to set for yourself, most of the time it doesn't happen because it is easier to let yourself down than to let someone else down. So sharing these goals holds you accountable, knowing that somebody else knows that you're supposed to be working on yourself, working on different goals that are supposed to be making you a better person and changing your lifestyle. If you feel that they know about your goals and that you may not have all of the tools that you need to accomplish these goals, then they know that they can hold you accountable, and it's going to be a lot harder to let that person down than just if you keep these goals to yourself. The next thing that you need to do in evaluating your goals is get a timeline going. Break up your goals into more achievable time frames, with your ultimate end goal being the outcome of all the smaller successes. It's better to take smaller bites of a sandwich to taste and fully enjoy that meal than to shove the whole sandwich in your mouth, struggle to chew it, risk possibly choking, and not even enjoying the sandwich. And that's the same kind of thing with your goals. If you try to just jump into one big goal, it's going to be hard. You're going to struggle. You're not going to enjoy the process. And honestly, the outcome is that you're not going to really achieve the goal that you have. Remember, if these lifestyle changes that you're making are important to you, then it takes time. It is not realistic to achieve and complete a goal immediately. Expect your timeline to be a good amount of time, and I want you to write down all of the potential struggles and things that could alter your progress in achieving these goals. And I want you to take a look at all of those goals, and I want you to think realistically, how long are those going to take you? How long do you think it's going to take for you to reach those end goals? And what I want you to do is I want you to break down those goals into smaller bites. With that being said, we're going to go on to the next slide here, and that is the power of vision, the vision of your goals. And now that we've considered reality, let's focus on your timeline and the little bites that you're going to have to take to enjoy your sandwich or your bigger goal. What tools do you need to make these successful changes? Well, what I want you to do is I want you to create action steps. And action steps are different based on each goal that you have. So some of the action steps might be registering for a gym, getting a gym membership, scheduling your chiropractic appointments, make sure that your back starts to feel better, or your knees, or whatever the case may be, so that you can start to work out and make progress with that. Hire a personal trainer, talk to a financial advisor. Maybe your finances are your New Year's resolutions. You want to make sure that you're in a better place financially. Look into vacations. You know, if your goal is to be less stressed or spend more time with your family, maybe starting to look at vacation spots or things that you want to do with your family, different things like that. Maybe schedule a massage if your goal is stress management. What I want you to do is research your goals. Everybody utilizes Google nowadays. Type in what you are looking for your goal, whether it's weight loss, stress management, spending time with your family, achieving PR, whatever your goal may be. Knowledge is power, and it allows you to be educated on what you need to do to be able to be successful. So, what do other people do to be successful? Research it. Look into what other people do. What works for them? What struggles have they gone through? How did they get through those struggles? So what I want you to do again, is I want you to take a look at your goals. I want you to take a look at your smaller bites, your smaller successes that you're going to be making, the timeline that you have for everything. And I want you to write down ideas and steps that need to be taken to achieve those smaller successes and ultimately your bigger goal. Write down any thought that you have as far as, go to the bank and talk about, savings accounts, or again, hire a personal trainer, research gyms in your area, interview people for life coaches, go find a therapist, different things that will help you start to achieve these goals and basically just give you the tools to achieve these goals. The next thing I have for you on this slide is believe in yourself. Now that you have an idea of what could deter your focus from achieving your goals and that you can now break down your big goal down into smaller successes, realize that you can do this and you can stick with it. This can be a lifestyle modification that goes with you for the rest of your life. Stay positive. Use the tools accessible to you. Remember, it takes time. See that each speed bump that you have as a fun bump, that it makes you aware of more action steps that you might need to take. Maybe you have to implement more mini goals. Wake up from these struggles and just remember that these are tools in themselves to help you learn from your mistakes and see what you need to do different, what works best for your lifestyle. Rely on others' struggles and their successes to combat and ensure that you can have struggles and successes. Learn for yourself and teach others. If others can do it and have done it, why can't you? So what I want you to do, and this is a big thing for me as far as motivation, write down a thought, a quote, whatever it may be that's important to you that motivates you. What motivates you in life? If you're going through a really hard time and you're struggling, is there a voice in the back of your head that's telling you a certain quote or something that helps enable you to keep moving forward? I want you to write that down. Now, what I suggest you do, and I suggested this at the workshop, is, and we actually had passed out folders so that you can write down all of these goals and the information that I've been giving you. We gave some literature, some other tools that can help get you started. But create almost a goal-setting binder. Get an event planner. I use a weekly calendar. I write down things that I need to accomplish every day, different goals, things that I need to be working on, things that I need to do better tomorrow. Write down everything. If you are not a person who likes to write down things, maybe apps or using your smartphones or things like that, maybe those are good tools that you can utilize. But what I want you to do is remember these quotes and these motivators. So whenever you get down, you have those accessible to you so that you can pull it out and say, all right, I have this. I know that I'm going to have bad days, but everyone has bad days, and I can get through this, and I'm going to keep going, and I'm going to accomplish these goals because it is important to me, and I am not content with my lifestyle. So once you've written down those quotes and things, I want to go back and take a step back into accountability. Like I said, that's the key terminology for this workshop. This is the key factor that is going to help get you to where you want to go. Accountability is another reason that people fail to achieve their goals. If the only person who knows that you want to change aspects of your life is you, then it's pretty easy to let everything go and let yourself down. If you do not have a support system or someone to give you a kick in the butt, then you do not have all of the tools you need to be successful in obtaining and keeping your goals. But the good news is that I'm sure that you have an accountability network, whether it's at work, it's at home, it's at Elite Health and Wellness. We are a great support system. That's what we want you to realize, is that we are a great support system. But there's an accountability network at your fingertips, and I want you to utilize that. Again, we were holding the accountability workshop here the other night on Tuesday, and we wanted to utilize the fact that the network was in that room, that people have the same lifestyles, they have similar goals, and they have information that they can share with you about their struggles and their successes. You'll be surprised how many people you may relate to once you start talking to them about different aspects of your life and things that you're looking for. A lot of people have the same fears as you. Opening up to people may be difficult for some of you, but just remember that this process to change is difficult in itself. And in order to actually make those changes that you want and that you need, you just need to let go sometimes and go with the flow. You need to find support and offer it in return. So maybe what helps branch you out of your shell is that you find somebody who has the same goals and has the same fears as you, and they are just as shy and they don't want to express, what's going on in their life. Reach out to them and say, hey, I support you. I have your back. As long as you have mine, we can help each other and we can get each other through this. One way that Elite wanted to help everybody stay accountable and utilize their accountability partners after they left the workshop is we are creating a challenge throughout the practice that is going to go throughout the year based on how effective it is and how interested everyone is. But we have the ability to utilize a tool called a move band, and it's similar to a Fitbit. However, what it does is the watch itself tracks movements just like the Fitbit, but what we can do is we can collaborate with our partners in these challenges, and the challenges will change monthly. And what we can do is we'll have teams. And so each team or each accountability partner set can monitor each other's progress. So say the goal that we start with is going to be 5,000 moves a day, which seems like a reach for some people maybe not. But utilizing this band, you pull it up on your phone, you have a dashboard, or even on your computer, and you can say, hey, my partner is only getting 3,000 moves a day. I want her to really make sure that she can obtain her goals, he or she, whoever it may be. I'm going to call them up and say, hey, let's go to the mall. Let's walk the mall. Let's get some extra steps. Or let's meet at the gym. Let's go meet at Dr. Scott's office, and maybe Patrick can do some rehab exercises with us, or different things that we can do so that we can get our goals set each day. And the other thing, too, is you can monitor how the rest of the practice is going, how everybody else is achieving those goals with the Fitbit or the Move Band, and you can check the progress so that it pushes you and it holds you accountable. The other thing about that is that I can hold all of you accountable because I can see the results of the challenge. I can see what everybody's doing. I can see if somebody needs to have a push, or it allows me to see that maybe something's going on in your life that you're not able to reach your goals, and I want to be able to help you. I want you to be able to assess what's going on and what you need to do to achieve those goals. And maybe your goal isn't fitness, so this doesn't really pertain to you, but if you're interested and it just gives you another challenge or fun thing to accomplish in your life, then great. We want to help you. We want you to be a part of this. It's going to be a fun thing. The other thing that you get out of this challenge, if you're interested, is maybe your goal this year is nutrition and more of a healthy lifestyle. We all know how Dr. Scott really has a passion for healthy lifestyle, and that he really is interested in food, and that food is medicine. He always talks about that, how food is medicine. So what we want to offer to everybody who does the challenge is that we will give the winning team a gift card to Costco. And with that gift card to Costco, which is a grocery store if people aren't familiar, is you get to go grocery shopping with Dr. Scott, and he will help you with anything that you need as far as, say, you have items that you always get whenever you're grocery shopping, or you don't know what type of healthy foods to look for. You don't know what you should be shopping for. You don't know what would be convenient or more affordable for your lifestyle. Whatever the case may be, Dr. Scott is going to be your tool. And so if you win that challenge, then you'll be able to go grocery shopping with Dr. Scott, and he can help you achieve those goals as getting started and figuring out what you need to do as far as food to implement a healthy lifestyle. So that's one of the challenges that we have going on here, and another way that we can hold you accountable and be your support system here at Elite Health and Wellness. With that being said, don't beat yourself up. There's a lot of information that's being thrown at you, and you're probably a little overwhelmed with the idea of that you are actually going to make these changes in your life, and that it's going to be hard and that it's going to take time. But again, don't beat yourself up. It will not be easy, but it doesn't mean that you cannot do it and you cannot get where you want to go in life. Just utilize your tools and do not do this alone. Hold yourself accountable. Hold someone else accountable. Hold somebody accountable that is relatable to you and what you want to achieve. And stay positive. Make sure that they stay positive. The other biggest thing, again, and I want to reiterate this is really important, be realistic. Everyone has bad days, and we all get over them, and we go on with our lives. Everyone has bad days. Find tools that you can utilize to get over those bad days and to move on and keep pushing forward in your goals. Remember, you got this. We look forward to seeing your improvements here at Elite Health and Wellness. Remember that Dr. Scott and all of his staff genuinely want this to be your best year yet. Together, we can help you reach your life's true potential and help make all of the necessary changes in your life be successful. Remember to utilize us as tools. We have a lot of support networks and information that we can give you, and we're happy to. We really want this to be your best year yet. We want you to be successful, and we want you to live the life that you've always wanted and needed. Happy 2016, everyone. Thank you for being wonderful patients here at Elite Health and Wellness. We look forward to seeing you. Also, remember, if you're interested in the challenge, please give me, Megan, a call, 440-230-2300, or you can email me at Megan, MEGHAN, Elite Health and Wellness @gmail.com. So that is Megan, Elite Health and Wellness @gmail.com. Remember, you can do this.